kitten.
The orange fairy said, I bet it was the dark fairy. She is wicked and likes to disguise herself in blue. I wish you were not our sister. Yes, besides the purple fairy, the dark fairy is also their sister. The green fairy asked, where do you live? The kitten, still shaking from the cold, answered, I don't know, I don't remember. The orange fairy asked, would you like to live with us at the North Pole? The kitten said she would love to. Off they flew to the North Pole. The kitten magically flew to. Can you guess how that happened? The fairies would have to visit their sister another day. When they arrived, Mrs. Claus saw the kitten and said, oh, Santa loves kittens. He had a white kitten with green eyes when he was a little boy. Then the blue fairy asked Mrs. Claus, would you like to take care of the kitten? She replied, oh yes, can I? Santa will be thrilled. The green fairy said, if it is alright with her. The kitten looked at Mrs. Claus, smiled and said, yes, I would like that. Mrs. Claus was overjoyed. When they arrived home, Santa was surprised to see Mrs. Claus with a cat. He asked, who might this kitten be? Mrs. Claus replied, she doesn't have a name, yet I got her for you. Santa laughed, ho, 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 thank you so much. I love cats, what should we call her? Mrs. Claus suggested, how about Iris? Because her eyes are the color of the iris flower. Santa laughed again, ho, 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 what a splendid name. Santa's dog Fudge was not sure having a cat in the house was a good idea. In a while, Iris and Fudge became best of friends. They often slept close together, not just to keep warm, but because they were friends. Iris helps around the house quite a bit while making brownies. Mrs. Claus must keep an eye out for Jack Frost. He likes to tease her. She is often busy baking, so she has Iris act as a watch cat. But that is not always for the best, as you know. Cats like to take naps. A watch cat that is asleep is not watching Monday. Jack Frost thought it would be fun to trick Mrs. Claus. First he knocked on her house door. When she went to answer the door, he popped into the kitchen. Iris was fast asleep, dreaming of chasing snowflakes. Sadly, she is not a very good watch cat. To the kitchen, Iris is fast asleep, dreaming of chasing snowflakes. Sadly, she's not a very good watch cat.
When Mrs. Claus came back, Iris had just woken up. Jack was still there, but the ingredients were not. He had hidden them. She said, Jack, where are mine? But before she could finish the question, Jack had disappeared, laughing. Said, they are about, but they are not out. What a riddle. Mrs. Claus and Iris thought about the riddle. If they are out, they are near. If they are not out, they are. And said, Mrs. Claus, where do you think the ingredients are? In the kitchen, what is near? And could have something good, and Iris knew right away. The ingredients are in the cabinet. She found them very Mrs. Claus was very happy. Mrs. Claus did not think Jack's joke was funny. That year he did not get any brownies. He has not pulled that trick since. Iris is also a big help to Santa, especially on Christmas Eve. She helps him load his sleigh. She shoots the gifts back while he checks them off. Sometimes she misses and Santa has to duck. But when they are done, Iris stands guard with her snowball. And the Christmas goblins try to steal the presents before Santa can deliver them. Iris is a crack shot, snowball sting, and a goblin has not gotten a gift yet.
The north wind blows a big gust of wind. The man in the moon looks on, smiling and shining brightly, lighting Santa's way. After a long day helping Santa and Mrs. Claus, Iris is ready for the good night sleep. Click on the sleeping Iris to help her find the brownie ingredients, load Santa's sleigh, and protect the gifts from the Christmas goblins. The north wind blows a big gust of wind. The man in the moon looks on, smiling and shining brightly, lighting Santa's way. After a long day helping Santa and Mrs. Claus, Iris is ready for good night's sleep. Click on the sleeping Iris to help her find the brownie.